at Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've had a long few days already, as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of get back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team is facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
2nd and 11. At the 23-yard line.
Once again, Judkins.
And take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards on the play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing, Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Sanders.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And then they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they were able to shake those off. Now they want to continue to try and build off of that victory and continue the momentum they gained across the pond.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
First down.
1, 2, 3. Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to 60, back to 60. Ready, ready.
Play action. It's Sanders.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk, check, 70 Lions. Hey, hey, check that, check that.
On first down, here's Judkins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Sanders. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Sanders to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
18 left, 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Sanders.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Cleveland defense. They get ready and set for the next possession. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time. Force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and out, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
The 16-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders.
That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football.
Ready,
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
here we go. Start. 70 line.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Sanders.
Still going inside the 20.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Warren going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's 2nd best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Sanders operating from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rodgers.
And he is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Nifty. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Second and goal.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Rodgers now on third and goal. And it's caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Browns 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go.
At their own 26.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the 40.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw again, here is Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Browns Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And the Browns first down.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 22 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy with an amazing diving catch. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Now it's Rodgers.
He'll find his man Skoranek over the middle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On the give, it's Warren.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rodgers to throw. Off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Sanders.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
An inside run with Judkins.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Browns.
Here we go. Press all 80. Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A give up the middle, Judkins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now Sanders. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Just a gain of a couple. There. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On the run, it's Warren.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple off to the 44.
Here is third down at 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Throwing, Sanders.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Judkins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now.
To throw is Sanders.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to Harold Famine. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sanders. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Sanders to throw.
He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 Bison. 19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Throwing again, it's Sanders.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
70.
They'll try it now with Jenkins.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Go, Reed. Go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out.
And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a run with Warren.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Warren. To the 43, 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
They'll try and run this with Austin. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A gain of 13 yards.
Let's go.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
A gain of 10 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
First down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run it. Warren knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the tackle.
Warren will try the right side.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At the 33-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out quickly to Judy. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
19, Tiger, 19,
From the gun, it's Shedeur.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go. And their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On first down, it's Warren. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Warren. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts.
That's good.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Seven Pirates! 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.